My name is JT Michel. I'm a biology and anthropology double major, and I joined the Canale program my senior year. My journey into this program is quite the roundabout story, but one that I would not change for anything else. Since before I started middle school, I fell in love with figure skating and continued this pursuit for 10 years. It was a suddenly developed passion and became everything I thought about from sunrise to sunset. This experience was immensely rewarding and shaped me into the person I am today. I moved away from my home in Louisville, Kentucky, and lived with a host family in Philadelphia when I was 16 in order to pursue my dreams of competing nationally and internationally in ice dance. I did a self-paced, self-taught online school throughout all of high school in order to focus on my training in the sport. This period of my life was physically and emotionally challenging, so my capacity to challenge myself mentally took a backseat. It was not until I competed abroad that I knew I needed to shift gears and prioritize academic pursuits, making this my final year in the sport. I felt that I had accomplished most everything I wanted in the sport, though our culmination of competing at Worlds was not realized because it was canceled due to COVID. Throughout my independent academic pursuits, while in the midst of the intensity of the sport, I identified a few areas that were of utmost interest to me. These were specifically conservation biology and psychology. When I was looking for schools to attend, my main criteria was to find a place that had wonderful, immersive programs in the environment, and so I found Sewanee. The summer before I started my freshman year, I began working on a lavender farm and was able to confirm that my desire to be in nature and work with plants and land was a strong passion of mine that I had never truly uncovered before. I was very excited to get to Sewanee. However, my freshman year, my passions in a sense went dormant. I had started a brand new chapter, leaving what made up essentially my entire identity behind. It felt like winter. Not only did we have to conduct our first courses through the pandemic, with limited physical interactions, but I was not investing myself into all the things I came to Sewanee to pursue, namely being in the environment and working on the university farm. What helped to get me through was being able to continue dancing as a dance fellow in our theater and dance department. This enabled me to continue investing in my creative outlet that I had in skating while experiencing it in a different and refreshing way. One new passion did bud during this time too. I was placed in an anthropology course and fell in love. To me, anthropology satisfied all my curiosity about humans, which had originally been directed through my interest in psychology during high school. Little did I know at this point that this passion would bloom into something equal to my passion for the environment. Though I met a wonderful group of friends, and we helped to get each other through freshman year, I decided that I needed to come out of dormancy and out of my winter stage of college during my sophomore year. Spending yet another summer on the lavender farm with one of my best friends that I met at Sewanee, bonding over anthropology, I was reinvigorated to return to campus ready to dive into everything that I had wanted to pursue since coming here. I quickly started volunteering at the university farm and also began volunteering in the web greenhouse. Both these pursuits led me to become a leader who helped reintroduce the farm club to Sewanee and a leader as a new herbarium fellow. I had entered my spring stage of college. All of my passions were emerging again, and I was able to begin applying them to enriching experiences at Sewanee. I also became even closer with my friend that I worked with on the lavender farm, and we both challenged and encouraged each other to relentlessly pursue our passions. This led me to run full steam ahead with my involvement in various activities my junior year. I was occupied with so many activities and yet still uncovering new interests. It was as fast-paced as any summer season could be. I learned that I could combine both of my passions and majors into what was called ethnobotany. This was exactly what I was looking for. I decided to take a course called Indigenous Plant Use. I now knew that this was the direction I wanted to go. Through serendipitous happenstance, the professor of this course was connected with someone in the community who organized and ran community gardens for the Tri-County area. She helped connect the two of us, and I was now pressing into yet another opportunity. I began volunteering at Growing Roots the next week, a local nonprofit focused on community wellness and food access on the Cumberland Plateau. I quickly got connected to a research opportunity on native plants and indigenous stories through one of their gardens, the Native Plant Space in Montego. The project's goal is to restore the Cumberland Plateau with indigenous Cherokee perspectives that have been driven out of the area. Once the end of the academic year came around, Stephanie Colchado Kelly, the director of the program, asked me to apply to be a Canale for them my senior year. I was thrilled by the opportunity to work in their nonprofit, not only for the research on native plants, but also for the ability to get my hands in the dirt in their various community gardens. Once I started the Canale program my senior year, I knew that it would be an extremely rewarding experience, not only because I could spend more time working with growing roots, but also because I would be able to connect with other individuals who were equally passionate about their projects and who could work with them in a community-engaged setting. My time in the program and working with growing roots has been one of the most rewarding opportunities I have had here at Sewanee. This opportunity allowed everything to come together. What I am passionate about academically, extracurricularly, and what I get paid to do came to fruition in this one position. Further, I have gotten to meet some of the most driven people at this school and in our larger community through my work, and I am immeasurably grateful for the experiences I have had building community through gardening in this position. I have truly been able to blend my interests in plants and people in this capacity and have been able to see how enriching it is not only for me, but for others in the community when we can connect over food and friendship. My experience in this program has allowed me to complete the yearly cycle as I am now in my fall stage, finally giving back to the community and shedding what I have produced and learned over the years. I am now ready to move towards my next cycle of seasons, and I cannot wait to see where the next 4 years take me.